clutch moments over the years, ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the runner-up for last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They want to run it left here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Dances away to buy time. Throwing on the run. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos, a silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
This crowd knows when to bring it. They're going to ride this running back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got his man on the outside. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Gamecocks line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's got it down the right side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent. I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Here's the handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Time to take a shot. He's got it. And he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. He didn't see anyone open, said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Got a man. It's Hamilton. At the 45 on his way. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Running into the open space. Turning it on. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On first and 10 from the 38. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is huge.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South, in the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Power football with the run. He breaks a tackle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
And the Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The inside handoff. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
It's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. That's caught, it's Harvard. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
How about that heads-up play? You're coming out of the backfield, and all of a sudden the ball's in your breadbasket.
Yeah, how about that? Just seeing the ball tipped up, reflected in the air. The running back's like, all right, I'll take it. I'll make the catch. That goes down the stat book as a catch.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. Smashes ahead. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got it in the middle, it's Smothers. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moulton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go with a direct snap. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Gives it on the option. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback may change this route. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Now he's looking into the middle. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gets the back moving. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. To the air, it's Simpson. Steps away. On the run, fires downfield. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Handoff to the single running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Reading the option, it's Denson. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you run an offense, when you're going to pitch the ball and you're going to lateral, there's danger to it, right? There's reading things that have to happen when you pitch it. Don't get hit while you're pitching it so it goes all over the place. Great job by the defense being disciplined, understanding, causing the fumble, recovering the fumble, creating a big turnover for this team.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
To the air on 1st down. He makes the catch. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score goals before the half.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 7 over Middle Tennessee. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. It's Fafita. Here's the pressure. Fires to the wideout. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking to fire. Here's the heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
The quarterback's just holding on to the ball way too long. If you're able to get through the entire progression and you still haven't thrown it, you probably got to think about running and getting out of there. But the hit that time forced the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Dances away. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina offense is back on the field. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Fafita. The short hands, it's Smith.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires left. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Moulton. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And it's caught. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at it. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. action. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. The defense putting points on the board.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead.
That makes the score. South Carolina, 28. Clemson, 14.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it down the left. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Forced out of the pocket. Caught near the sticks, it's Brown. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Working the middle, it's complete.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where it shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
They go to the ground. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down the throat on 2nd down? And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And the defender makes a great read, great breaks on the football and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Plows through the defense. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Clemson is quick to the line.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Fafita. He's going to take off. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6. The extra point here would tie the game. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Grab near the marker. It's Clark. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. So first down will open up the final period. Dropping back, it's Simpson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking for a crease. It's Stewart.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, Dave, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And some room to work. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. They'll try to run for it. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Floating away. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out that pocket and starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play, because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle. It's Smothers. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. The offense changing the play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find...
Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Under fire. And he'll be brought down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Shoots it to the left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Got some room, headed to the goal line.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he's lined up perfectly. He'll need to kick it right down the boulevard for the win. Splits the uprights. It's good. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job